So, Leon, what brings you, what would you say it is that brings you in to see me today? Well, been having some problems with my lazy, rebellious coworkers. Okay, I'm not sure I understand. Can you can you elaborate that a bit for me? Well, I don't really have a relationship with my coworkers, and I'm also not very well liked at my church. And I had to leave the church, but it was my fault. And I think they're the problem, and they don't understand what true righteousness was. And my coworkers, they're just lazy, you know. They're just lazy. Okay, let me just have you pause right there. You told me about your uh, rebellious coworkers. What is it that you would say makes them rebellious? What is it about them that causes you to think of them in this way? Well, the one coworker I have is just a glutton, just a lazy glutton, and the other one is just really rebellious. They're cynical and they don't care about the work that we do. They don't care. They don't have good standards of care for our patients. And what type of work is it that you do? I'm a hospital technician, and we provide hands-on services for all the patients in the hospital. And something about the way that these coworkers uh, perform their jobs, you uh, you find isn't doesn't meet up to what you call standards of good care. Oh well. Hey, they are rebellious. I mean, I've actually come in after performing an inspection at work, and they actually left some of the patients' tables sticky. I mean, they were sticky. A little sticky, you say? Yeah. So, your boss actually or tells you to perform these inspections at the beginning of each uh, shift or whenever you work? Well, I think that it's just obvious that these inspections should be done. I mean, they should be done as part of a good standard of care. William, I'm afraid you're still not answering my question. Um, does your boss actually tell you to do these inspections, or are they your own idea? Well, no, but I think that just might be a part of his own laziness problem. I see. Well, how does all this talk of laziness and your good standards of care, how does all of that result in you being brought in to see me today? Well, you see, when I see that these patients aren't being given a good standard of care, it I sort of tattle or just report my coworkers to the boss, and they don't like that very much. That you know, I see. So when you report these your coworkers to your manager, um, What happens then? Well, he goes and talks to him and basically tells them they need to be, better techs. Well, it's the strangest thing. My coworkers find out I've been telling on them, and we have meetings, and sometimes it results in these like blow ups. Blow ups? And how would you describe these blow ups? Wow. Um, do you? Let me ask you something, Leon. Do you believe that your coworkers are good at what they do? Well, they usually consist of a lot of yelling, sometimes calling me some rather unpleasant Marie names, and they've even transferred out of work, and they say it's because of me. I don't get it. Well, not when I, come in and not when compared to me. You see, I know that might sound egotistical, but hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. And does your boss, does he seem to be bothered by um, the friction caused in your relationship now between you and your coworkers? Um, does he see this as a problem? Does he see it as a problem um, that their work style is different than yours? No, he just seems aggravated by the fact that a lot of employees have left the work because of me. For a while, I was able to make my boss see the truth. You see, that we didn't need them, that I was the best, and because they just didn't do a good of a job as me, and they didn't provide good standards of care. But now, he says this conflict is only causing him aggravation and makes trouble for the workplace. And either I see a counselor or we might have to look into some different options for me. Like finding me another place of work, losing my job. I don't understand. Okay. Now I think I understand. Um, are there any other things that your coworkers um, that you think they dislike you for, or that they're angry with you for? Anything else? Well, they don't like the fact that I'm a superior athlete. I train with my bike year round, ride it to work every day. What? Okay. Um, Wait a minute, Leon. Do you actually ride your bike to work right now? It's knee deep snow out there. Well, I know, but training in the snow, that just makes me a better athlete, and it makes me a better worker. Okay. So I'm guessing the fact that you ride your bike to work causes some problems for you and your coworkers. Well, they complain that I'm a little late to work because of me riding my bike, but it just gets